Shit! So that distraction wasn't just for me, was it, Tom? Richard, I'm going off the grid for a while. Not sure how long.
Why? What are you up to, Jensen?
Following a lead.
And where exactly is this lead taking you?
You there! Get that cargo, clear the fire! We're pulling out now! Load and secure those pods!
Answer me, Jensen. Where are you going?
Hell if I know, Pritchard. Hell if I know. Megan.
No Megan here, I'm afraid. Though I admit I'm curious who she might be. Who are you? And what are you doing on my ship?
Bell Tower keeps 2 ships in port. We're going to plant that package in Administrator Wang's office. Then you hop in a cargo pod and off you go. And where she make port, I bet you find your scientists.
You the cruise director? Because I've got a complaint.
You think you're funny, do you? Well, let's see how funny you feel after Lieutenant Keitner gets through with you. Lieutenant?
It's useless to resist. This chair has a built-in EMP field generator. Your augs are nothing but dead metal right now.
Is that so?
No doubt they will have reset to Factory Zero. You need a limb clinic.
You can't have it both ways, you know. You can't play the good cop when you've been playing the bad cop.
You think you're clever, don't you? But this ship is heading to a bell tower naval base, a military facility for the confinement and interrogation of unprivileged belligerents. And when we get there, we're going to take you apart.
Unprivileged belligerents. I can't wait to see how that looks on my resume.
Keep laughing, funny man, because in my experience, comedians always break first. Still, when they found you in that cargo container, you did manage to take out a number of highly trained men. Tell me something, Hotshot. Do you enjoy taking people's lives?
Not if I'm given the choice.
Oh, but you had a choice when you decided to blow up our port.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Like hell you don't. We may not know who you are, yet, but Burke's running your profile as we speak. High-grade combat spec augmentations, built to be somewhat unnoticeable so you blend in with the civs. Someone spent an awful lot of money creating you.
Lucky me.
So I guess the real question is, are you a terrorist? Or some kind of corporate thief?
Would you be happier if I told you that I'm neither?
You have absolutely no idea of the shit you're in, do you? Rifleman Bank Station is a black site. It's off the grid. No one will come and rescue you. No one even knows where it is. You'll be dropped into a deep, dark hole and never see the light of day again. Stew on that for a while, tough guy. Commander Burke and I are returning to the base. Keep a close eye on him. You've secured his gear?
Yes, sir. Locked in one of the rooms upstairs, sir.
Good. And you have your orders.
Richard. Are you there? Richard? Damn it.
Shit. I'm going and the LT are flying back to the base. They both look ready to tear someone's head off. And not each other's for once.
Doesn't surprise me. I get the feeling this guy's not a doctor. Probably can't. I'm not sure about that. This one's not like our usual unlawful belligerents. Did you hear how it went down when they found him? It took 8 guys. Plus, I was upstairs and I saw the equipment they took off him. And what about those augments?
Well, it's none of your business who he is. We just have to guard him until the transfer. And by the way, watch yourself. If you go and choke on unlawful belligerents like you just did in front of the wrong guy, you might join him in lockup. So shut up and keep watch.
Patrol to Charlie. Anomalous reading in Sector D6. Monitor.
Jesus, what is it now? We just got here. Now we gotta move. You'd rather keep standing in an empty passageway? Just give us something to do. Come on.
Access granted.
fall back, slowing to 5 knots. Adjusting main ballast tanks, dropping draft 2 meters. Holding for dog confirmation. Clear landing pad for liftoff. Rifleman bank station control confirmed. Thrusters full back, slowing to 5 knots. Holding for dog confirmation. Adjusting main ballast tanks, dropping draft 2 meters. Holding for dog confirmation. Clear landing pad for liftoff. Rifleman bank station control confirmed. Thrusters fall back, slowing to 5 knots. Clear landing pad for liftoff. Rifleman bank station control confirmed.
Pritchard, is that you?
I'm unlocking the door to the...
You're breaking up.
Find the CIC.
Manual reinitiation of stasis pod life support needed. Stasis pod O2 saturation levels decreasing. Service oxygen delivery system. Container breach detected. Stasis pod failure imminent. Manual reinitiation of stasis pod life support needed. Stasis pod O2 saturation levels decreasing. Container breach detected. Stasis pod failure imminent. Manual reinitiation of stasis pod life support needed. Stasis pod O2 saturation levels decreasing. Service oxygen delivery system. Container breach detected. liftoff. Rifleman Bank Station control confirmed. Holding for dog confirmation. Thrusters full back, slowing to 5 knots.
Someone's running.
Am I the only one who heard that?
Access granted.
Initiating docking approach.
North 7, severe gale 9, heavy storms, good visibility becoming poor and showers, moderate icing. Unsettled weather affecting Thailand and Strait of Malacca. Expect scattered squall.
Pritchard.
Francis Pritchard isn't going to be hearing you anytime soon, Bratan. Not this close to the base is jamming array.
Who the hell are you?
Someone who's gone to a lot of trouble to make your escape look like accident. So far, your skill at playing the ghost is working in our favor. But it's only a matter of time before those Rowdy realize you slipped a break. Get to the aft cargo bay. Find the sally port there and enter it. You're going to encounter more resistance. But the longer you stay undetected, the better off your future will be.
X-ray 9er, North 7 to severe gale.
Good. We can stay in
Access granted.
I'll check out the damage and help Burke's guys track the story.
To acceptable values.
Equator to 12 south between 90 and 142, and southward to coast. Occasional rain. Visibility moderate or poor. Sea fog warning. Delta Echo November, southwest gale 8 to storm 10, veering west, severe gale 9 to violent storm 11, rain, then squally showers before becoming moderate.
To 1/3.
X-ray 9er, north 7 to severe gale 9, heavy storms, good visibility becoming poor and showers, moderate icing. Unsettled weather affecting Thailand and Strait of
Access
Malacca.
granted.
Expect scattered squally showers and thunderstorms. I sees forecast for mid-area 10-11, southeast veering southwest, thundery showers, moderate to good visibility, occasionally poor. Equator to 12 south between 90 and 142, and southward to coast. Occasional rain. Visibility moderate or poor. Sea fog warning.
Initiating docking approach.
How are we doing? Any significant damage to the cargo?
Nothing major. The storm shook us up a bit, but everything seems to have come through intact. Sensors indicate the loss of a number of pods, but well within acceptable range. We'll investigate once we dock.
Good. Barring the incident of a stowaway, a freak storm, and a visit from our friendly neighborhood crazy-eyed spook, this has been a milk run.
Yes, sir. We also experienced some comm interference just a short while ago. The storm may be affecting the jamming array.
We'll have the Irishman get one of his men to give it a diagnostic, Mr. Doc. Carry on.
Access granted.
Securing bay doors. All personnel prepare for unloading.
Someone's running.
Beginning final approach to Rifleman Bank Station.
I heard that. Come out.
Docking bay confirmed.
Is anyone there? Damn, am I hearing things? Sure something's here.
Securing bay doors. All personnel prepare for unloading. Beginning final approach to Rifleman Bank Station. Aft and bow thrusters full back. Beginning final approach to Rifleman Bank Station.
How much longer is it going to be? Can't wait to get off this tub.
Securing bay doors. All personnel prepare for unloading. Docking bay confirmed.
Access granted. Access granted.
Activating security scan. Biometric data assembled. Subject not recognized.
You're quite the ghost, Bratan. Let's see if I can keep it that way.
So, you're a hacker.
There's a maintenance tunnel in loading bay 1. Access through a floor panel. Get inside. Follow the cables, and try not to kill the person inside.
Access.
Negative. We don't have access via this dock anyway. Top security clearance only.
Oh, you're goddamn right. That sounds like another Dock 3 security protocol. I bet those special op assholes have clearance, right?
So they probably don't need to use the washroom like we do anyway. All they need is the occasional oil change.
I guess spending all that time in the Australian Dust Bowl really gums up their gears. Kills me how they ship some of them disassembled like that.
Makes it harder to smuggle. Come on, back to patrol.
Access granted. Access granted.
Shooting at us.
There's nothing happening here. Sometimes I just don't get these orders.
Cargo crew to Sector Alpha. Cargo crew to Alpha. Civilian contractors must stay within designated areas. Entering restricted areas will result in termination and prosecution. Security credentials must be carried at all times.
Access granted. Access granted. Access granted.
Sure something was here.
That's far enough, Jensen.
You were behind this?
I said that's far enough. I can explain everything if you just stay where you are.
Last time we talked, you used me as a punching bag, and now you want a conversation?
I didn't exactly have a choice. I had to make it look good for Burke. Right now, he still thinks I'm on Belltower's side. But the minute he connects me to your escape...
That's your problem, not mine.
Then Dr. Megan Reed really doesn't mean anything to you, does she?
What do you know about Megan?
I know the name set off way too many bells and whistles when I added it to Burke's profile search on you. But it helped me to figure out who you are and why you stowed away on the ship. You think Belltower kidnapped her, don't you?
You want to tell me you didn't?
I wish I could. But after what I've seen this past year, all I know for certain is she's not on the base. Not anymore.
What's that supposed to mean?
Not what you're thinking. Listen, Rifleman Bank Station supports all bell tower operations in this region, Jensen. Regular contract and special op. 6 months ago, I received orders to pull every regular grade soldier and civilian contractor away from the airstrip. 2 Black Hawk helicopters set down minutes later. I thought it had to do with Australia, especially when I saw covered stretchers coming out.
How many?
5. Guarded by a heavily augmented special ops team. Burke went out to meet the leader, and the whole group disappeared inside the detention camp. There's some kind of black project going on in there, Jensen. Something involving prisoners and scientists. And I need you to find out what it is.
Why me, Keitner? That is your name, isn't it? The one Burke used back on the ship?
Natanya Keitner, yes. And it has to be you, because any movements I make are noted and logged. I can't risk blowing cover.
Cover? Who are you working for?
A few months ago, an Interpol agent approached me. They've had Bell Tower on their radar for some time, but they've never been able to prove anything. The things that agent pointed out about this base, it opened my eyes to a lot of things. So you see, Jensen, I really am playing the good cop and the bad cop.
Tell me more about these scientists.
Technically, I'm in charge of operations here, so I keep tabs on people coming in and out. Burke keeps meeting with doctors and researchers, telling me it's part of his interrogation technique.
You got any names?
None that I trust, unless the Doe family suddenly expanded into Australia and Asia. Thing is, I don't always see how they leave.
Yet you're sure that Megan did?
The Blackhawks did. Without the stretchers, but loaded with 5 stasis pods this time.
I'm gonna need more information than that. Tell me about this black project.
I wish I could, but it's been classified. So classified every BT suit I've talked to refuses to even acknowledge its existence.
But you've seen something.
Only the edges. This station is part base, part military stockade, and every week a new shipment of belligerents arrives. Only, Interpol says they're not on anyone's terrorist watch list. Most are just civs. Harmless civs. Burke takes them into a restricted wing of the detention camp, and they just disappear.
I'm gonna need more information than that. Tell me about this black project.
I wish I could, but it's been classified. So classified every BT suit I've talked to refuses to even acknowledge its existence.
But you've seen something.
Only the edges. This station is part base, part military stockade, and every week a new shipment of belligerents arrives. Only, Interpol says they're not on anyone's terrorist watch list. Most are just civs. Harmless civs. Burke takes them into a restricted wing of the detention camp, and they just disappear.
Fine. What do you need me to do?
Hold still for a second.
What the?
Relax. I'm just compiling your biometric signature. Retinal scan, pulmonary and vascular imaging, the works. Once I upload it to the network and give Corporal Alan Tyler a security rating, you'll be able to pass through specific checkpoints in this sector.
Only this sector, why not others?
Because you're a fugitive, Jensen. The less room I give you to maneuver in, the more likely it is you'll stay one. I can get you into the detention camp, but the interrogation wing is going to be a problem. Only Burke can give clearances for that.
And I assume you don't want me to go ask for one.
Still the comedian. There's a security mainframe inside the detention camp's central command tower. You'll need to upload this copy of your biometrics there by hand. Contact me using your Infolink once you do. Any more questions?
I'd like a little clarification here about you and Burke. I take it he outranks you.
Technically, yes. But this station is only part military stockade. And while he and his unit have 100% control over the detention camp, I have authority over the base.
So I don't need to worry that this is all just some creative attempt at mutiny.
Mutiny? You think I'd risk so much because... Listen close, Jensen. Burke is a sexist, chauvinist pig. And yes, he outranks me. He's also been in Bell Tower a lot longer than me, so he's got more connections. Which he's used to undermine me at every turn. But that is not why you and I are standing here right now. People are getting hurt. Innocent people. And we have to find out why and expose it.
Exposure could destroy Bell Tower.
Bell Tower used to have honor. We do this right, it might again someday.
The guards in the prison complex, are they Burke's men or yours?
Definitely Burke's. Highly trained, special operatives. So if you start a firefight in there, don't expect to live long.
I'll keep that in mind. I could use some more hardware. Any chance Corporal Tyler will have access to the armory?
You're still a fugitive, Jensen. I suggest you keep a very low profile. Still, there is someone who might be able to supply you. One of the base mechanics, a civilian named Quinn. He runs a nice sideline in procurement.
I know the type. Why should I trust him?
Because I do, and because he has no love for Burke. He's in the lower level maintenance area near the elevator. He'll get you what you need.
That's all I need to know.
Good. I'll upload to the security network from here, so get going. Al and Tyler will exist by the time you reach the prison security port. Just be careful, and try not to draw too much attention. What? What do you need, Jensen? Because this is going to take some time.
That's all.
Great.
Are you Quinn?
Yeah, that's me. Jensen, is it? You weren't followed, were you?
Not that I'm aware of.
Yeah, I can believe that. They're having a hell of a time keeping up with you.
I intend on keeping it that way.
Well, you've certainly ruffled a few feathers higher up. It's not like they don't know you're here. Stowed away on the ship, I mean. It's only a matter of time before they bring the hammer down, put a stop to your gallivanting on the base. I just hope I'm not near you when the iron's hot and you're on the anvil.
Look, Keitner said you can help me. Can you?
Yeah, she told me to be expecting you. I'm just glad you came as soon as you did instead of going off on your own. There's enough kegs of powder lying around here already without throwing another loose cannon in the mix. You know how much we're risking to keep you off the radar? We've only got so much pull around here. It's Burke's show, and he'll do as he bloody well pleases, which means stamping out any rats the moment he gets wind of them.
I'm grateful, but can we get on with it? I understand you run a nice little sideline in procurement.
Aye. From time to time you might say being inclined to do a little, how should we call it? Bartering. On the side. Since the commander signed off on it, I suppose I could open my stock to you. For a price, that is.
You mean I have to pay?
What? Of course you have to bloody well pay. I ain't exactly a fucking armory quartermaster down here. I'm just a civvy contractor trying to make ends meet. This ain't a bleeding charity.
Considering the circumstances.
Circumstances? What, that you're a fugitive, and I'm risking my neck just talking to you? What are you trying to pull here? Although, I don't suppose you had anything to do with the stasis pod that was saved back on the ship.
How do you know about that?
Ah, so it was you, eh? Well, let's just say I have my sources and your little random act of kindness didn't go unnoticed. Tell you what, I'll give you a discount on me wares. Just no freebies or handouts. But now that I think of it, if you're looking for a little something for nothing and don't mind a little legwork, I've got an errand that could use running. Consider it a special offer of sorts. Interested?
All right, tell me about this special offer.
Look, I don't know if you've noticed yet, but this base is packing some serious heat. Especially in the form of those walking brick shithouse boxcars. If you get me a few odds and ends, I might be able to whip up a little something to make getting around easier, if you catch my meaning.
What kind of something are we talking about here?
Nothing fancy. Just a 329 series MPRS.
A rocket launcher?
That's right, mate. And custom built. By yours truly, of course. You see, while I might be able to get my fingers on some low-level arms, I'm a little restricted when it comes to military-grade bells and whistles. And I'm itching to try out a new trigger propulsion mix. Maybe even recalibrate the guidance system for some extra punch.
While I find your enthusiasm for explosives slightly disturbing, something like this could come in handy.
Like I always say, speaking soft is for the birds when you got the biggest stick on the block. Look, all you gotta do is find me some components. I'll do the rest. An earlier boat had a shipment of 329s, but I wasn't able to poach any of them before they made it to the armory. Luckily, little Sparrow in my employ managed to lose one through maintenance circulation, but he got himself shit canned before I could collect. Now my little bute's lying around the base somewhere in bloody pieces. The launcher, I mean, not the wee man. Though, no idea what really happened to him.
Right, so, long story short, you need me to find the parts and bring them back to you.
Yeah, that about sums it up, I'd say. Just find me the trigger module, scope assembly, and launch a barrel, and we're in business. I can scrape up the rest from leftovers here in the shop.
I'll see what I can find. Any idea where they are?
If I knew that, I would have picked them up myself. You're just gonna have to make do and keep your nose to the ground. Check the obvious places first, like the cargo and receiving areas. Worst case, someone found one of the parts and brought it to administration. I looked there last.
Got it.
No money back guarantee or warranty. You break it, you buy it.
Quiet night.
Don't you ever get tired of yapping? You're like a goddamn old lady. This is fucking boring.
I haven't seen a damn thing. Nice and quiet.
I know. This sucks. I'm putting in for a transfer.
Access granted.
Geithner, any reason Burke's got a spare retinal prosthesis lying around his office?
He just received it this evening from the Tai Young Medical Corporation. HQ had a custom set made especially for him, as a thanks for so many years of good service. Why?
He'll probably be real angry when he realizes it's missing. Jensen out.
Access granted. Access granted. Access granted. Access granted.
Keitner, any reason Burke's got a spare retinal prosthesis lying around his office?
He just received it this evening from the Tai Young Medical Corporation. HQ had a custom set made especially for him, as a thanks for so many years of good service. Why?
He'll probably be real angry when he realizes it's missing. Jensen out.
Access granted. Access granted.
Someone hiding over there. This is fucking boring.
Access granted. Access granted.
Activating security scan. Biometric data assembled. Subject recognized. Access granted.
You've been detected.
Bad enough they're being sliced up by a bunch of quacks. He's got the paw at them to get his jollies.
Access granted.
Keitner, Jensen.